All right. Howdy, howdy, howdy. Let's get this going here. It stopped raining, so I was able to get the drone out, and I'm going to jump right into this. And I know many people point that out. That's a mermaid woman. No, it's not. It looks like that, but that is not what it is, because when you zoom down to the eyes or any of that stuff, there's no biology for any of that there, and it's a wrong size biology. It just happens to look like that. That's not her hair. I've seen that, yes, a million times, but that's not what it is. That being said, I'm going to jump on here. That'll piss a bunch of people off, but anyway, it's the way she goes. Look at this pattern in here. You see this? Look at this. Most of this is sandstone. A lot of this is sandstone. You get up in here, you look at this stuff. See these patterns? Now see how that looks? Now you come over here and look at these. See these? See that little patch right here? That's why I've been working on the coast with a lot of my stuff. See this? See how these fingers run out here like this? These are about 4 miles long. Okay? Now, they tell us that these mountain belts were created by the tectonic plates. One scrubbing on another one and lifting up the top part and making these beltings. This is not belting. This has nothing to do with tectonic plate scrubbing. Okay? These patterns are absolutely nothing to do with something like that. If that was the case, you wouldn't have these run a long ways this way and this pattern like this. It's retarded. Totally dog crap. Okay? That is not what's going on. This never got scrubbed off, no plate, nothing. Okay? And why are we able to live in these valleys? There's towns in here. You understand what I'm saying? People live in here. See this stuff? All these roads? These are mountains, and they're all about from anywhere from 500 to 1,000 feet tall. All these individual mountains. Look at this. These are all individual mountains, okay? Hundreds of them. It didn't happen by plate scrubbing. That's a crock of crap. It's a theory, but it's a crock of crap. It didn't happen that way. If that had happened, we'd never be able to live here. Do you understand what a train wreck this would be? Think about that. We'd never be able to drive in any of this and live up in it. It'd be an absolute disaster if all this got scrubbed off there. It's not what happened, folks. It's a theory, but it's not that's not true. It's not true. You see these fingers in here? That's what I've been working on. So anyway, and you got this stuff down toward California the same way. South of us here, look at these patterns. Look at that. These are all individual mountains, little knobs sticking up, okay? Why? Okay, now I'm going to show you where we're going with this. Okay, we're going to focus on one of these mountains today. That's why I've been the last video I brought you, I've been bringing you a ton of videos with sandstone and these patterns. This is the piece we're going to be working on. Okay, this right here. It's about a 900 footer. And all these lines off here and stuff. What I'm going to do is I'm going to bring you in here and I'm going to show you all this sandstone along this road right here. Okay, clear up to this one corner right here. And then we're going to step in there. Where's that corner? Oh, right here. This is that pit I'm bringing you to, right here. Okay? I'm parking my truck right here, the drone. We're going to fly this right here. And you notice you would never see any of this unless it's opened up. There's a rock pit right here, too. See, we have these. That's the only way you know what's underneath this stuff is these rock pits. Otherwise, geology sees what you see. You can't see nothing. It's covered with timber. Tons of timber. An understory. And you'd never see it ever, ever, ever unless it gets undug. You understand? So I'm going to be taking you up this road and showing you sandstone outcroppings along here. Then I'm going to take you over here and show you some outcroppings right here. Then I'm going to take you back to this pit and we're going to fly this pit. Okay? And the rest is self-explanatory. Folks, there are theories that they got that these geologists have, but they're just theories. And after seeing what I'm seeing now, just let me share this with you, okay? So watch the whole video. You have to watch the whole thing. Okay, it quit raining, so I'm able to get back out because I really need a drone. I'm going to touch these. I'm going to hit a few places through here to catch up on what I've been talking about. Go on up around this corner, work our way, and show you what's going on. Sandstone. You can't even see it along here until it pokes out in certain places. You understand what I'm saying? And I'm going to take you right over here and show you some more. That's sandstone. You notice it's all covered in debris and brush, even though mountains over in there. Geology sees the same thing you're seeing right now, okay? The exact same thing that you're seeing. It's so covered in debris that you can't you can't go out and just see what's going on. More sandstone in here. And take a look at this. It's all sandstone. See how this is peeling away? See that piece up in there? And here's where I was the other day. See that? You notice it's only in places where the roads have been built, things like that, you can see it. That's the only way you're going to know what's underneath this. Everything else is going to be pure speculation. Here's some more, and I'm going to take you on up around here the corner and show you some more. I showed you this on Google Earth where we're going to be going and looking at this stuff, so this is what I'm catching you up on. So we're going to step on up around the corner here and show you that and work our way around and show you some more of these sandstone outcroppings. Okay, we were just right down there. I just moved my pickup up there. Now look at this sandstone here, okay? People just drive by this crap. They don't pay no attention. Even geologists, they just, oh, we got it figured out. We don't need to pay attention. Yeah. Now see these lines? They would say that's from settling, okay? You see how these are flat on the bottom? This is biology. That's why it's flat like this. Because it died, and then the biology starts flattening out on the bottom because it's so heavy. See this in here? This is sandstone, okay? Gray, see this gray sand? It's actually pink underneath. But sandstone, okay? What would make these funny patterns? Think about that. Well, it was liquid and flowed like that and then hardened like that. Oh, bull crap. And for you geologists, you'll find no cross bedding in this sandstone. None, zero, zilch, not one drop of cross bedding. Why? Why no cross bedding, Mr. Geologist? See these? No one even knows what's going on here, man. You get ran over here is what's going to happen. I'm trying to show you this stuff, and this is all sandstone. And see all the debris on it? If you're walking on top of this, you have no idea what's underneath it. Nobody does. I don't give a rat's ass who thinks there's intelligent and smart. You're seeing what I see. What would make that sandstone do this? Huh? Ask yourself. Oh, it just poured out like that and hardened like that just by pure luck. Yeah, bull crap. I'm going to show you how this transitions, so just bear with me. Now we're going to go around the corner and look at some more and work our way on down. The river down here below us. So we're about 300 feet above sea level. This mountain here behind us, this one here, is about 800-900 foot tall. Now we're going to look at some more sandstone right over here. We were just right down there. And you see that sandstone, that gray sandstone? See those lines on that? And at the angle they're at, that's why they think, well, one plate, a tectonic plate, scrubbed off another one, the top part of a tectonic plate, and that's what caused the belting in the mountain ranges. I already showed you there's no belting. That's all a crock of crap. You can see, obviously, that it never scraped the tectonic plate, the other tectonic plate. There's no belting here in the coastline. In fact, I showed you that pattern that's... Oh, man. Pride and narcissism can really get to a person, huh, Mr. Geologist? But take a look at these lines in here. I showed you this the other day. See this black in here? Ask yourself why that's black, dripping down through there. Now, see those flats? See how it's flat there? Flat, 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 flat. What makes it like that? What? See those flat those lines in there and see the angle they're at? They would say that, you know, settled. It was probably a liquid at one time, which is a total crock of crap. This is biology. Somehow, it's transitioning into sandstone. A lot of silica or silicon, I believe it's silica. It's in I lost my train of thought. Anyway, I believe it's in the collagen. I believe there's more silica than we know, that we realize it's in collagen, and certain type of collagen. I don't know, it'd be more of a type 3 collagen. And that's what makes us turn into sandstone, I believe, is what's going on. So now we're going to go on down around the corner right there, and I'm going to show you where this starts transitioning into a different material and a different type of sandstone, and then it completely changes from a sandstone into something else. And yes, I hate the spray painting on rock. People that do that should have their ass kicked. Sorry, excuse my French, but that's what I feel like. It's just disgusting. Okay, we were just way up there on that by that yellow sign in that corner. That's where the other sandstone was. And as you come down this straight stretch, There's spots that's sticking out and you can see it transition. Notice there's no lines anymore, angled lines. It's transitioning into this, okay? And this is not sandstone. Some of that over there is, but this is not. And then what I'm going to bring you into, we can see it with our own eyeballs. You can see it. Anybody can see it. A 2-year-old. I'm going to show you where this sandstone transitions into this different material, okay? Geology's full of crap. Absolute full of crap. No one comes out here and walks this stuff. No one comes out here and knows what's underneath these mountains. Nobody could. It'd take too long. It's impossible. Geology hasn't been around that long for someone to come out here and dig holes and all this and see what's underneath these mountains covered with trees and all this debris. You see up in there exactly what I see, and so does the geologist, okay? So don't let them, oh, this stuff. Anyway, look at this. The lines are gone. This stuff comes at us kind of this way now. Somebody's fishing. Okay? Totally different material. Changing now. And this is what I wanted to show you, because it changes, and we have what's an old pit here. This pit was built back in the 50s to rock that mountain over there and put the logging roads in, okay? And so we're able to look down inside it and get a cross section to see what's inside of one of these. Geology would try to tell us, well, that was igneous intrusive basalt. BS. That's total dog crap. Not true at all. Look at this stuff in here. And not only that, but if this pushed up through the sandstone, you'd have geological uplift on the sandstone. And up in the corner, I'm going to show you where you still got the lines that I just showed you back around the corner. Remember all those lines on the sandstone at an angle? You got them up here in the corner. Way up there. That's why I need the drone. But look what this transitions into. Look at this. You get to see with your own eyes, folks, and you would never know unless they opened it up for a pit. All you would see is crap on top of mountains like that everywhere. Before I get into this, though, I'm going to take you up to another corner over here and show you something else. But look at this. And that's not sandstone. That up in the corner is, but it transitions into this. This is biology. This was never magma underneath the surface and all the BS they feed us with these theories. Bull crap. Absolute bull crap. So I'm gonna get the drone and fly this. This has been driving me nuts trying to figure out what's been going on with this. And then when we're done with this mountain, I'm gonna take you to a mountain over there and show you the same type of thing and show you where it's actually a little bit different than this. It'll blow your cotton picking mind. So I'm gonna get the drone out after I go up to the corner. Okay. All right, so before I fly the drone up there and show you that sandstone and into this, I'm gonna take you up here, okay? So, and show you some other sandstone, because it's really one piece is a lot different than any of this we've been looking at, but I want to show you real quick, and then we'll come fly this with the drone. I mean, you take a look at that mountain and you try to tell me what's underneath it, Mr. Geologist. You kidding me? You folks see the same thing they see. You can't see nothing unless they build a road, take dynamite and blast a hole in it, or put a pit in it. Other than that, they don't have a clue. They have a speculation because they see sandstone and outcroppings like we do, but no one's ever walked any of this, except for us loggers when we log it. Okay, we were just over the hump here, back over there, showing you that pit and other sandstone, but I wanted to show you this sandstone here real quick. See this stuff? Round, round, in a line like that, like that. See this sandstone? I'm gonna get hit by a car here if I'm not careful. Now, remember the other lines were going that way? This line's going this way? Well, that's because of uplift. No, it's not. Look at this here. Stacked, 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 stacked. Doot, 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 doot. They're covered in moss, but you can see they're individual pieces right there. Why is that? Why did sandstone form all these different shapes? Think about that. Oh, just lock. Now, is it flat here? That's what happens in death. And look at this. See this crap? different angle and steeper angle. Well, that's just lucky it formed like that through percolation and things like that, and pressure under the earth. Really, there was never nothing on top of this. And think about this for a minute. If this was actually a liquid or sandstone, what they claim at one time, all these valleys would be filled in with it. We wouldn't be able to drive our cars. We wouldn't be able to live in these valleys. The whole thing would be filled in. Do you understand? And it's not. Well, that's because glaciers come through and scrubbed it out, Tyson. Oh, bullshit. Excuse my French, but I'm so sick of this crap and their theories that are total hogwash. Because they can't accept that, oh man, there might be a God or creator, and oh my word, what'll happen to me? To me, that'd be a great thing other than dying and going into oblivion. Sorry, I got a bit of an attitude, but I'm so sick of these lying geologists and their stupid-ass theories. And they don't come out and walk this crap and dig down deep and try to really figure some stuff out. They just spew the same crap out of every person. Come to my school and I'll let you regurgitate what I teach you. Oh, I need to take a time out. Okay, we're gonna go around the corner right here. I'm gonna show you one last piece that totally different than this, Mr. Geologist. Now, we were just right there. I'm gonna step around the corner right here into that. There's a gravel pile here. I'm gonna pull over in this gravel pile. Okay, I feel better. Gave myself a timeout, copping me an attitude, copping a plex. We were just around the corner right there. I was showing you that. Now look at this. Big, long tube like of sandstone. And then it runs into that there. Look at that up in there. See this? This is what happens when geology doesn't look around and know what the hell. Oh, that was basalt. This is sandstone. Okay? Look at this. This is sandstone. Big, oh, huge, solid piece. And there's another piece up on top of it. How'd it flow like that? This is biology that's transitioned, and I don't know why, but it's transitioned into sandstone. Normally that means, you know, skin, but I think it's because the collagen, and there's lots of silica, more than we realize, in the collagens, okay? That's why we get such a different silica content, even with lava, because we're dealing with biology that has different silica content. But this thing just keeps going back in there. But you see what I'm saying? Look at those brush. You would never know this unless the roads open up. It's all covered with moss, and you just think it was a bank back here. That's why geology thinks they're cutting a fat hog in the ass, and they're not. They don't realize what's actually going on. They've got these theories. Look at this thing. And no, it's not a tree, so please don't comment and say it's a tree. I'm so tired. What I'm showing you, none of the stuff I've showed you in any of my videos has anything to do with tree fibers. Okay? None of it. It's all the same creature. This is the same creature as my videos on the coast. Every cotton picking one of them. This has to do with the membrane. This has to do with all of it. All right, now we're gonna head back to that pit and fly the drone. All right, we're gonna get the drone out and fly this, and I want you to notice those lines up in there that were the same ones around the corner. That's sandstone, and you'll see it with your own eyes. That's sandstone right there, the top, and you'll see the color change as the color changes, the type changes. You'll see it with your own eyes transition into this. Folks, geology's wrong. And this was never magma that uplifted through this. Total bull crap. So anyway, we're gonna get the drone out. I haven't flown this thing in quite a while, so last. It started raining, but probably get some of it here on GoPro. You can see the gray up in there. That's the sandstone. And I showed you with up in there. You can see that sandstone, which flat on the bottom, like I showed you around the corner over there. But just look at that up in there. And then here's the rock that comes down out, and it's not sandstone. Totally different. Well, that's basalt. That was magma at one time. Horse crap. No, it wasn't. This was never magma. But here's the type of rock it is, and it's no longer sandstone. It's a lot harder. I'm not sure what it is. I'm not sure if it's limestone or not. I don't have any muriatic acid with me, so I can't test it right now. But you can definitely see what I've showed you. This is nothing even compared. No lines going across it. None of that crap. In fact, if you see there are individual chunks that grow in there. Or not grow, sorry. Well, that's biology. So you see how it comes up and turns right in there? If you were here, you'd be blowing your cotton picking mind, because it's totally different than around the corner or what I just showed you right over there. And you can see it actually transitions. You know, if this had scrubbed the plates off like they say, you know, the one plate, tectonic plate, scrubbing another one, this whole valley, everything, it'd all be a train wreck. We wouldn't even be able to drive around in any of these valleys where everybody lives in these towns. None of that, because it'd be so much upheaval that it'd be a disaster, a friggin' disaster area. We wouldn't be able to live here even. Nobody would. But it has design to it, so we do live here, and because it's biology, folks, it is. And I know it's over the top, too hard to even fathom and believe, but it's because there's a creator, and we're not here just by chance, and we all got here by stardust. And that's why we have elements and stuff in it, because we came from stardust. Ha 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 ha. Yeah, well, that's talk about in a box thinking. But you can still see, you see those lines I was talking about going that way there, and then you don't have them anymore. Well, that's because it all coated everything. It was just everything sandstone just coated everything, Tyson. Wow. Yeah, I could come up with some theories too. Why all the sand and sandstone on the Earth? Oh, I know. It's because the planets were square and they all rubbed together and now they're round and it made the sand. Here, there's my theory, okay? That's the new theory. The planets were square. Earth was square. And they all rubbed together to make all the sand and now they're round. Okay, that's... smart ass. Anyway, man, look at that up in there. See those flat pieces? All right. I tried to get up underneath, but we got a pond here. Plus, looks like Zach is alive. Huh, must have resurrected. Gosh, everybody's got a spray painting over there, spray painting here, spray painting over here. Somebody needs to have their hind end spanked like a 2-year-old. This has been bothering me for trying to, because I knew something was wrong. I couldn't put my finger on what was going on. Look how that comes up in there and turns like that. Look at that. Those are all broken off in the next layer. Yeah, too wet. I think I got a hole in one of my boots. Whoa, 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 whoa. Ah! Sandstone up in there, sandstone over in there, and then look at this here. Whoo, doggies. Yes, sir, Mr. Geologist. And if this was geological uplift that come up through it, it'd all be busted and you wouldn't have the lines laying flat like I showed you around the corner and all that. All right, I'm out of here. Hope you enjoy this video, because the next video we're going to go to a mountain over there and I'm going to show you some stuff in it that's a little different, but it does the same thing with the sandstone and then it transitions into something different than there. It's actually got gluey weave on a tendon, I believe. So, I'm out of here. Have a great day and bye-bye now. For a mile as a bird flies from where we just were. Look at this sandstone. Totally different from what I just showed you, huh? How come? Alrighty.